and it's lights out and away we go. I think Abhishek gets a brilliant start. Oxidized doesn't get a very even start between P2 and P3, but there are a lot of positions being changed. The Alfa Romeo and the Alpha Tauri of Smith Shine funding the game are side by side there. Now as they come across down to the run of the van sector, it's almost 3 wide between the Mercedes and the two Haas drivers. The Haas of SSN or Sid Venkatesh, I don't know which one that was, runs into the back of the Mercedes. The Mercedes just got pushed a bit but still fighting for positions as there are a lot of both the Haas drivers also running in formation, and Oxidized Rage has had a major moment and finds himself in the grasslands. Meanwhile, going back up, Abhishek has pulled out a 1 second lead to the drivers behind, but Oxidized Rage now side by side with Thakurva, and oh, there is a pile up of cars behind, almost a slowdown, causing a lot of drivers to probably collect their front wings. Hopefully no damage for any of these drivers right behind. As now we come towards the end of the first lap, Abhishek has pulled a 1.5 second lead to Captain Sandhu. Shrikant Das almost the same distance right behind him, and Smith Shah also following suit, putting up some kind of pressure on the Alfa Romeo ahead. Meanwhile, there is a train of cars followed by the Mercedes and all the drivers jostling for positions, as now the sprint is now beginning to calm down, Chips.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to mention that on the restart, on the race start, sorry, I happened to be just viewing Spandan. He had a very eventful start. Firstly, he got an absolute rocket start. At the moment, he has gained 5 places. So I'm not sure. I was on with Smith. Maybe it was Smith's slow start which just gave Spandan that much extra reason to push. But whatever the case, he really was rapid at the start, and he's all the way up into P5 now, chasing down after Smith. And with the two Haas boys there, it was Sid who ran into the back of Spandan there at I think it's President Ronaldo, that is the corner. But we have Oxidized coming down the auto once again. What's happening is going the wrong way round, approaching June Sao. So, well, that's not blocked, that is Oxidized who is taking the wrong way. And, well, not having a very good start to the race. Speaking of drivers not had a very good start, is Raman. I don't understand how he's built such a, how he's not been able to get a great start there on the top tires. But there's some chaos going on here. Pradeep on the grass there, trying to overtake the Red Bull of Rassam, and well, he himself is battled quite hard by Kabir. So the two blue color cars, they're really giving each other a lot of trouble, but it is a very closely bunched pack behind Thakurva. So it's Ace, Abdul, Crazy Mouse, Rassam and Pradeep who are really closely put together, and Kabir as well joining the fight once again. So it's a big train here of cars. Up ahead we have the two Haas boys also very close to one another. Although they are not able to do much right now, they're just taking formation. I think that's sensible right now. With DRS on this lap down the main straight, we should see some overtakes here. I'm actually very interested to see this battle for P9 here. And the battle for P9 goes all the way from P9 down to P15. So let's see the kind of exit Ace gets. Something happened yet again. That is Mohammed Gunnar.
And which is called for a virtual safety car, I think.
Oh, I think, yeah, that is a weird. No, that's a full safety car.
Is that?
So
oh,
yes.
yes.
Going to see any brave drivers pitting. So Pradeep is going to pit, but I'm not sure what his pit entry was like. Pradeep is not going to be a very big fan of me after this, but yeah, I think that was a bit of a suspicious pit entry. Raman on the softs decides to pit, so I'm not sure what he's trying to do with his strategy, but nonetheless, he is not going to keep those soft tires on for any longer than he should, and he has a broken front wing. All right. So Pradeep, I'm not sure. I don't think Mosquito had a broken front wing, but Pradeep and Raman are on absolute fresh soft tires. So Mohammed Guna in the pits as well. Does he have damage? Vintage player, I just forgot to mention him. He had a torrid start to his sprint, and he is in 16th, having not pitted. He was a long ways back on the rest of the field as we ended the first lap. And well, what's going on here between what's happening up front between the likes of Thakurva and Ace and Co. They are a bit further back from the car ahead of them, which is SSN. But alright, we are still under Delta. The safety car is waiting.
We are under Delta, and Abhishek hasn't boxed, but Oh no, he hasn't. Captain Sandhu
No,
hasn't
no,
boxed as well. No, neither has Shrikant Das nor Smith Shah. So I think the
none of
drivers
them
at the
boxed.
back of the
Yeah,
park, it makes sense for them to take a gamble and see if they can make any kind of moves in and throw
I
up
mean,
positions,
you might
because
as well.
that will eventually decide the outcome of this sprint is going to decide the grid for the race.
Mosquito!
SG with a drive-through penalty, so not
He
the
was coming
best
into
of.
the pit lane as well. Oh no, Mosquito.
That's
So
not.
GRL Mosquito has not had a very good first half of this race, and I don't think with the drive-through we'll be able to salvage much more. But well, never say never. The field has caught up to the safety car right now, so I just want to mention Shrikant is still well. He did a good job of trying to hold on to P3 at the race start there, and well, he's still in P3. But with drivers like Smith and Spandan behind him, it's going to be a bit of an uphill challenge for him to be able to. What's happened to Spandan? They're just driving off into the grass there for a sec there. But let's see, Mosquito emerges out on um, worn mediums.
Oh, is it?
I'm not sure what's going on here because the tire life is showing up as 3 laps on medium. So, see, I'm not sure what happened here to Mosquito, but he's still ahead of Mohammad Gunnar. So, well, Mohammad obviously not having the best of it. Yeah, he's going very wide there. So, does he have. Was his front wing not repaired? That's a common problem with Cody's latest
No.
game here. And see, these two are going through the Almond corner right now, and Abhishek and Co are at the Senais. Oh, Mohammad Guna really pushing his luck there, almost spinning. But I think we're gonna have the safety car out for another lap
Yeah, this should be this.
after
The
this.
safety car should come in this lap. I think the pack should
Oh
be able to
yes.
bunch itself up by the time the safety car takes that round through. But it's going to be an interesting battle in the midfield. Chips drivers have pretty much have comparable pace and might just scrap for positions and try to take the other car on the safety car restart. But let's see how all of that unfolds. But Mosquito has decided no. Oh, I thought he pit, but now he doesn't have a front wing as well.
Mm,
I think he spun
so
himself around,
possibly, yeah.
and that's just.
There's a bit of a gap between Rassam and Crazy Mouse, and the midfield is not really a place where you want to be, Rassam. Oh, Rassam, Kabir, and Oxida is getting too close to one another at well, whatever corner that is. Mosquito getting another penalty for I
He
believe
probably
that's
has
tactiness,
just
but
given up on this
so
sprint right now.
yeah, Mohammad Gunnar has caught up to the field, but I don't know if we're going to have the safety car in at the end of this lap. I don't think we are, although we could have a very, very late call, which would catch Abhishek by surprise. He won't have enough time to prepare, but no, the safety car won't come in this late.
Yeah, I think the pack
So,
hasn't bunched up now. It won't be coming in.
hmm, yeah.
Has crossed the pit
So,
lane. So lap 6 also goes under yellow flag conditions, and so would lap 7. So that would mean 5 laps of racing, 3 laps of racing with DRS. And talking about weather, it's
so
fairly pretty dry, and I'm assuming it's going to be a dry race as well. That's my hunch looking at the lap times drivers had put in, but yep, you never know.
So Mosquito planning to carry on. I think he's just going to repair
No,
his
he's going.
front wing here, and I'm not sure.
He's,
He's in the pits. He's repairing his front wing on
oh yeah,
fresh soft tires, but I mean,
his
might as well
his
saved
tire
the sauce for
allocation
the
for
race.
the yep, his tire
Yeah.
allocation for the weekend might have just gone haywire. Whoa, Srikanda's just
Oh,
braking, putting temps up on his brakes there. Uh, Came fairly close to Captain Sandhu. As safety car should definitely be in this lap, irrespective of whether Mosquito is able to catch up or not, because this is the second lap running, I believe, of the safety car.
I think we're gonna have the safety car in this lap because, well,
So,
we won't really have the safety car out for too many laps. So, look, I think the game understands
whoa,
as broken as it is. I think there's a safeguard in place to let the safety car in. Yeah, there you go. The safety guard. the game devs do know that
Safety car in
eventually
this
Yogita
lap.
has to come
Safety
in,
car
and
in this
because
lap.
we have
Let's make sure
some
those tyres
bunching
are up to
on behind,
temperature.
Mohammed Ghian
Remember,
not
there's no
going too fast
overtaking
there,
until
taking
the
a bit of a
timing
gap to
line.
Ramin, but
Stay in
nonetheless, let's
position
be on
until
board
the
with the
green
Captain
flags.
Sandhu here. So
And
his
take us through the
championship arrival,
restart. Yep.
yeah. All right, so Captain Sandhu, he needs to get a good restart. Abhishek needs to get an even better restart for his own sake, which he has decided to bolt already. So this has given Captain Sandhu a lot of slipstream. For the back, Srikanth not getting the best of restarts, and for the back, Smith and Spandan also struggling. But let's be on board with Sandhu. As he's going to go around the outside, the turn one. Is he going to be able to make the move here? No, but Abhishek going a bit deeper in that corner. Let's see. Sandhu's exit through the semis is a bit compromised. As they come to the curve with the stall onto the Reto Costa, this is not a scene where Captain Sandhu is going to be able to make a move. We have a yellow flag for Ramen, who has had a moment and has spun, but the rest of the field staying pretty straightforward as you expect them to be.
But there is a
How
Red
come
Bull
here?
and
Yeah.
a Williams side by side. I think that
Srikanth
is.
very close to Captain Sandhu, and Srikanth could be looking to get very feisty, and he's looking to get P2 off Sandhu. And Smith for the back is also not too far back. Spandan right behind him as well. So as they enter Alban corner, what's Srikanth going to be able to do? Abhishek just pulling away. So I think he just has a superior setup today compared to his rival Sandhu here. And well, any points at this stage in the championship are crucial. And Sandhu left his exit to Junsa. It's all right, but yeah, Srikanth not having the best of exit either. So a bit of a compromise exit there. Sorry, Crazy Mouse and Abdul Samad were very close. Russell very close to the sister team, the Alpha Tauri versus the Red Bull here. And Rustam right behind the Alpha Tauri is losing time in a straight line, so I don't expect him to be making a move. But Abdul making the move on Crazy Mouse. Crazy Mouse trying to defend it around the outside at turn one. He tries to stick it around the long way, and Abdul going for the switch back here through the curve to stall. He has a bit of a, well, not the best exit there, but he has slipstream and he has battery and he has the pace, and he is gonna get up into feet, and the slight contact between the two of them. Crazy Mouse still trying to hold it around the outside of whatever corner that is, and coming up to Ferradura, they are still holding position as they are, but that has really cost them a lot of time because they are now 2.5 seconds behind the next car. What's happened to Sid Venkatesh? He's falling back. He's almost being tapped by Ace there, but nonetheless, Sidvi is falling back a bit. Thakurva making some moves. He's up into P7, although he's a bit too far back from his teammate right now. Speaking of whom, has already pulled off a 2-second gap from Captain Sandhu, so the man P2 is not really having a very good time. Srikanth behind him is not able to make too many inroads on the straight, so I believe Captain Sandhu is running a low down for setup. Do you think so?
Yep, he is. He just gains time on Srikanth Das, and
Crazy Mouse having absolutely no straight line speed. Maybe he is running the Monaco setup here because just look at that. He has nothing to defend it against Abdul on a straight line. Through the corners, maybe he has a bit, he's gaining a bit, but yeah, on the straight, he's nothing. Not going for him. Pradeep has retired in the pit lane. No, he retired on. No, it's on track. He's crashed in a manner not too dissimilar to what happened to David Coulthard in 2008.
oh yeah, I see his car. He's crashed out of the exit.
Sidvi and Ace going through Ferradura side by side, and Ace getting ahead.
Well, an intense battle here in the.
Oh no! Well, just as I was gonna say that Ace made a stellar move at Ferradura, he has gone and tossed it away.
Meanwhile, Abdul Samad now hot on Sid Venkatesh, so I think DRS is also enabled. He's just losing a bit of the. Looks like he was.
From last place is now up into P9, looking feisty for P8. Behind him, Krizima still holding up Rasam, who is right behind him as they're gonna enter turn 1. I think Rasam is gonna go down the inside. Is Krizima gonna have anything to defend with? Let's see Rasam making the move mistake, and Krizima. No, Krizima's coming back for more.
Oh, and there is a spinner behind.
Yeah, on the red poster, that's Raman, I think, but Krizima's teammate Oxida is making the move down the inside. Is he gonna get Rasam as well? I don't think he is, but yeah, as they enter the City de Lago, that's not where Oxida can make a move. Crazy Mouse almost getting squeezed there by Oxidize, but yeah, nothing happens further on from that. Sidvi still holding off Abdul. That's a very valiant effort by him, but now he is himself going to be under threat if Abdul gets him. and approaching Albon corner. Let's see what Abdul can do. He needs to get a good exit onto the this corner. I forgot the name once again, but see, nothing's challenging Avishek up ahead. So let's just focus on this battle for P8. Through Jun Sao, Abdul is getting a decent exit. He gets a decent exit, but still gets a phenomenal exit there. And for the right, Rustam is right beside Abdul. They almost made contact there. With DRS, I don't know, something's happening between Smith and Spandan. They are trading places, and the side-by-side two cover this all, but Rustam very late braking, almost running into the back of Abdul there. Abdul through the Senna SS, getting a fantastic grip and almost getting Sidvi there, but nothing happening there. Oxidize getting past Rustam because Rustam was, he compromised his own line there. Oxidize, can he get Abdul? I don't think he can through the Lago, but Abdul gets Sidvi, and Sidvi is now finally losing the place to Abdul. Let's see through Ferradura what he can do. He can't do much there. I don't know when Sidvi lost his wing, but well, it's not really paying out any dividends for him there. Oxidize.
I think it was the contact in the first lap that he had, and he's ever since probably.
What's happened to them? Crazy Mouse is disconnected and not disconnected, sorry, ghosted there, but okay, let's see, Sidvi losing time, but Oxford is not able to get anywhere close to him, and the two Red Bulls of Rustam and Vintage are very close. Meanwhile, Avishek is absolutely dominant performance, won the race. Smith has stayed ahead of
Oh my god.
battle there is multiple car battle, and I think everyone's gonna hold position, nothing's gonna happen here, and yeah, it just shows how it's
well, it was it has been Abdul Samad, the driver of the day for the sprint. Started P20 and is eventually in P8. So point scoring point for him.
Starts with 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's a bit of a fall and his lights out and away we go. It's an alright start for Srikanth, but Captain Sandhu gets a great start. They're side by side as they're going to turn on the two championship protagonists, and Sandhu with the inside line. Is he gonna get the lead as well? He does still side by side through cover to solve onto the Reto Costa, and well, Srikanth losing a place to Spandan. There's Spandan again with a rapid start. Great start by him, but Srikanth getting him back around the outside at Cine Delago. And Abhishek and Captain Sandhu still side by side. These two almost had a Max Verstappen Lewis Hamilton moment there, and we have two retirees, Kabir and Crazy Mouse Monster, not making it past
and
there, and
the safety car.
So
yeah.
I think we should just go through the position changes at the moment to see who were the biggest gainers at the restart. So Captain Sandhu is arguably one of the biggest gainers here. He made up a place, a very crucial place, and Abhishek lost a very crucial position there. So the two championship protagonists, Captain Sandhu, I believe, is leading the championship. I think he is by 8 points, right?
Yep, he is. Not sure what the points difference is like, but it is very close between these drivers, and it is a sprint weekend, so a lot of points here for offer for both these drivers and the other drivers as well.
Yeah, certainly. So let's see what Srikanth does. It's not paid out in the first. All right, he is going to stay out. So understandably so, I think only somebody has damage they're going to pit because you don't want to change the strategy so early on. And I was just going to say that Srikanth would have been hoping for a slightly early safety car, not a lap one safety car. What's happening between Spandan and Srikanth? Did Spandan have a moment there?
Yeah, I just saw him just outshoot overshoot the first corner, and just he went way too wide. So
tires, Rasam on softs. All right. So another gambler here on soft tires. Let's see. Well, softs are not really the tire of choice here for most drivers. Only Srikanth was bold enough to take the decision for the race start. But yes, Spandan having a bit of misfortune there at the Senna SS. So his spin, I think, helped him out to warm the tires, but whatever happened here didn't really help him out in any way, shape or form. We're gonna, I think, have to safety car out until the end of the next lap, because I don't think Russell can catch up in time.
Yep, and this would be the lap where, I mean, there is a minimum of one lap that the safety car goes around, so it is going to go around this lap. So I think lap 3 is when the safety car would come back in. As the drivers are moving way too slow. Oh,
Rightfully so. And yeah, the I think that's just happens at the corners. The slow corners are
yeah,
really a place for
yeah,
drivers to really
pile up,
punch up.
yeah.
And actually, Rasam has gained enough time. The safety car could theoretically have come in, but because obviously Captain Andu is not going to go at full speed, he is going to slow down, and he would have gotten the back there. So, well, at the end of this, it is start of lap three is just going to come about right now. Yeah, at the start of lap three, we still have Captain Sandhu. He has. Well, how do you think he's going to judge the restart?
Well, I think he would take it late as he can, and just judge the distance between him and Abhishek. And whenever, probably the best moment would be when the driver behind tries to preempt your move, comes very close, and then he brakes or slows down, and that's precisely the moment where you can just bolt, and then it'll take a bit of while before the driver in second place gains that momentum back again. But let's see how Captain Sandhu positions it, and how does Abhishek react this time around. It's the other way around. The roles have reversed from the sprint race where Abhishek was restarting the safety car. But let's see what happens between these drivers. As Shrikant Das would also, we must keep an eye out on him as well on those soft tires. So he can now probably, he would have had to box in lap 5. Can just take these tires for a couple of laps longer and see Moby probably hope for another safety car and then come on a set of hard tires. But I think 28-30 laps from those hard tires would also might just be a huge ask, as safety car is in this lap.
Is
So
in this lap.
over to you, Chips,
Thank
yet
you.
again.
Yes. Can you hear me? I've just changed my headphone right now.
Yeah,
So
hopefully I can
my
hear
battery
you.
ran out. So all right. I hope everybody else can hear me as well. Some message in the chat, please. But nonetheless, let's be on board with Abhishek. Let's see what he can do. Let's see what Captain Sandhu decides to do. They are very close at the. Oh, they almost made contact there, but Captain Sandhu has decided to bolt some contact behind between Oxidize and Abdul. But nonetheless, Abhishek has not been able to get Sandhu at the restart. Can Shrikant do anything? I don't think he can, because well, his at turn one at least not so much. But he is being challenged by Spandan as well. Crazy Mouse has left the session. All right, so sorry, back to the action here. Some action between Oxidize and Vintage, and no, Vintage falling back, and Abdul and Oxidize almost making contact there, and Abdul, well, he is making moves, but I think that was a bit too close for comfort there. Up ahead, Smith not really making too many inroads, having a relatively straightforward and simple start on those hard tires. And well, nothing much happening between them. Oxidize is catching up to him though, so he will have to make some inroads on the likes of Sid V and SSN, who are both on the hard tires. And well, both Haas boys are deciding to likely go for a similar strategy here. Spandan on Shrikant, but further up ahead, Abhishek's on Captain Sandhu. To Junka, he gets a good exit, and Sandhu also gets a decent exit. But let's see, with battery, is he going to use any battery? I don't think he is. With his onboard, I don't think it's visible enough. But nonetheless, Sandhu with the fastest lap. Let's see what Abhishek can do through the Senna S's to turn 1. SSN and Sid trade places. And Sandhu with a bit of a squirrely exit there out of the Senna S's through the covered stall onto the Retro Acosta. And approaching the Cedar del Lago, nothing much happening between the top two there. But Shrikant slowly and steadily making some progress, which is good to see. Rassam and Ace are very close. Well, the rear of the field is very close, and Ace going very deep through Desiderio del Lago, and Rassam getting past him. So Ace is now the final runner in this race. Up ahead, do we have any movement going on? Abdul and Oxidize still battling, and now Smith has SSN ahead of him instead of Sid. I think he would be hoping to get past the Haas driver soon enough, but nonetheless, Abdul looks to be feisty. Abdul looks
Oh,
to be
and I think it was a Sid
SSN.
Venkatesh SSN
No, that's
who
SSN.
who has had a
Merulio
swing.
and
Yep.
Yeah, approaching Jinsao. He's now the last running car in the field. But up
But
ahead, Abhishek's on Captain Sandhu. This is he's seen the fastest lap of the Mercedes driver. They get very close. Abhishek's on the grass there, and he is gonna certainly lose the place to Shrikant and likely to Spandan as well. Yes, the Mercedes Ferrari as well. So Abhishek's being squeezed into turn one by Captain Sandhu around the outside. It seemed like, I'm not gonna make any judgments here, but approaching the Cedar de Lago, Abhishek's now down to P4 from P2. That is painful for him, but well, bliss for Captain Sandhu because his championship rival is not behind him anymore. Shrikant,
but behind his teammates, so there are some kind of team games that can come into picture there. So Spandan the gamer might just be asked to hold on to that as much as he can.
And I mean, it's not impossible either because Spandan has had some rapid starts tonight and he is looking poised to have a good race here. He's been troubling Shrikant for quite a few laps now, but Sandhu not really pulling away. He's actually lost some time on this lap, but alright, he gets a good exit to Junsao and through this section. But Spandan on Shrikant with DRS enabled. Is any one of them going to be able to make a move? Abhishek is a bit too far back at the moment. He has his teammate Thakur right behind him for cover, but not going to help him much. Shrikant with a differing line as compared to Spandan through there. Vintage and Rasam are both pitting. This is not what you want to be doing when you're in the same team, but well, they're going to have some trouble there. I believe Rasam is going to have to wait for the double stack to get over, but Abhishek's making some inroads. Spandan through Ferradura, is he going to be able to make any inroads on Shrikant's lead ahead of him? No, he's not. He's losing time through these slow sections and Spandan with a penalty. Just on board with him, that was a bit of a mistake by him there. Vintage on soft tires, so not sure what he's trying to do. The top four separated by about a second and a half, and Shrikant really not letting Captain Sandhu live easy or take a breather.
But Shrikant Das,
under pressure there.
Yeah, he does cover up, but look at that gap. Shrikant Das is not able to get those brilliant exits which matter the most if you really want to get a good run down the start-finish straight. And Spandan always comes right at the gearbox of Shrikant Das, but Shrikant Das then just nails the first and the second, the first and the second sector, and he gets all that position back as Spandan just obliterates.
Spandan out of shape, and he's going to be overtaken by Abhishek down the Reto Acosta and approaching Cedar de Lago. Yeah, Abhishek is in front, and Spandan could not do much to defend. He got very out of shape there, and Shrikant getting a bit out of shape as in his pursuit of Captain Sandhu. So not making too many inroads there. Smith and Oxidize battling. Abdul still behind Oxidize. So, well, Smith is about 3.5 seconds behind Sid Venkatesh. So, I don't think he's particularly pushing too hard right now. And I think sensibly so, would be wanting to figure out his own race. Now, Abhishek just has the Alfa Romeo Shrikant between him and his championship rival, Captain Sandhu. Abhishek certainly has the pace. Sandhu certainly has the pace as well. How is the race going to pan out for the two of them? So, alright, through Junsao, Abhishek getting a very good exit and he could likely get Shrikant before they reach turn 1.
Yeah, and Shrikant might not also get the DRS because he just went beyond a second. Yep, he doesn't, and now this would be an easy move for Abhishek, and now Abhishek pulls around on the inside of Shrikant Das, and that's a very fair, easy move through the turns 1, 2 and 3, but now it will be Abhishek's mode push for Abhishek, and Shrikant Das. His tires might have also lost a bit all that steam that would have needed, but yes, this is an intense battle for P6 that is going on in the midfield. Meanwhile, Ace and most deadly Mosquito side by side. Ace, the late
very wide and coming back on the track in a bit of a suspicious manner there. Let's just put it like that. Mosquito and Ace still side by side approaching Ferradura. Mosquito with the outside line. Oh, Ace has to give up the position there. Otherwise, there would have been a real wowzers moment.
Yeah, but he's Abhishek's riding, rather Ace riding that curb, and while on the re-entry, just a car a bit. KRL Mosquito mindful of it, but Oxide
is round. He's round. exiting Merulio, he I think had just a moment similar to what SSN
SN
had.
had, yep.
But yeah,
But
Spandan on Shrikant, Spandan around the outside at turn 1 on the Alfa Romeo. Can he make the move stick through the Senna SS? He now had the outside which become the inside, but Shrikant is able to stick it out. He has a superior grip somehow, I don't know how, but Spandan with the better grip around the outside line, and Shrikant has DRS surprisingly, and he still manages to retain his hold on P3. So great effort by Shrikant there on those aging soft tires to hold on to what is P3. Wow.
Yep, and Thakurva and Sid Venkatesh are also looking to get involved, and Shrikant Das has gone all out of those tires have run out of steam, and expect Shrikant Das to be boxing in for a set of medium or hard tires very soon. Let's see what kind of decisions he pulls out, but the penalty for Spandan, the gamer, is not going to help his cause whatsoever, as I think Abhishek has
had a bit of a moment there, and no, he didn't. I think he just he managed to save his car, but this is gonna put him under threat from Shrikant, and Abhishek's almost moving out of the way, it seems like. But Shrikant, let's see what he decides to do. Is he gonna box? Is he gonna stay out? He is gonna stay out for at least another lap. Spandan right behind Shrikant as well. The Ferrari of Abhishek is really under pressure from all three of them. Thakurva as well, but Abhishek's holding on to P2 at the moment, but through the Senna SS he does not get a very good run. Spandan getting a very good run. He's going to get double slipstream and DRS as well. So let's see Shrikant making the move, but nothing doing for the moment. He makes a move around the outside. They make slight contact. Shrikant is forced wide, and he almost makes contact with Spandan as he rejoined the track. And well, Spandan is now up ahead as they approach Ferradura.
But now Thakurva, Spandan and
Tauri making the move around the outside there at Ferradura. He had the better grip, and they're so close, almost making contact there. Oh, this is some real respectful and brilliant racing between Thakurva and Shrikant Das, and Thakurva is in P4. Shrikant so close. He is itching, he is desperate to get ahead. Ace, I think, has had a moment, so I believe Shrikant is going to box this lap. No point in him staying out for any further laps whatsoever. I think he can just go into the medium right now. That would take him to the end, but let's see what he decides to do. So Shrikant,
I think he is staying out.
No, he stays out. Alright, he is going to be overtaken by Sid Venkatesh immediately into turn 1, I think, because Sid V is going to have superior grip on those hard tires as compared to Shrikant's old and worn soft tires, and Shrikant should really be pitting at this point.
And Sid Venkatesh, brakes much later than Shrikant does, holds his car around the outside. And makes a lovely move.
Had a moment just very similar to what I think it is. I'm not sure who it is. I think it's Yano Trulli, who had a spin in 2006, I think it was. But Raman really had a very torrid turn 3 there to the Providusol, having real troubles. But well, Smith is 6 seconds behind Shrikant. And I think at a point where the hard tires are better tire than the softs, I think that's the...
And
Raman, he's really struggling. And he's again going backwards. So Raman, after making the progress, has really got flustered under his helmet there in the Alpine. He's really struggling. His car is dirty and he is not going to have anything to fight with. Thakurva trying to make a move on Spandan. Is Shrikant gonna pit? I sincerely hope he pits. No, he stays out another lap, but Thakurva gonna make the move down the inside at turn 1. Spandan trying to fight it, and through the Senna S's, let's see what Spandan can do. Spandan trying to get the better exit, but Thakurva with the switchback. Thakurva almost has a his rear end almost slips out there, but Sidvi is right behind Thakurva. Sidvi could make the move. Could he make the move at Decidio del Lago? Down the he had a good run, but he taps Thakurva's rear end there, so not a particularly good lap there. Abdul getting past Smith. Smith moving out of the way for his teammate, not giving his teammate too much trouble there. But yeah, Sidvi and Spandan spins. This is... Oh, no. And what's he trying to do in his bid to rejoin? He needs to rejoin in a safe manner, and he rejoined just ahead of the two Alpha Tauris, Abdul and Smith. And well, Abdul is stuck behind the Mercedes right now. Unless we can maybe just follow Sidvi and Thakurva as they go onto the main straight, and Spandan moving out of the way. No, he's almost going to force Abdul off the track there. At what is going on? Smith has spun, and what is Spandan doing in his defense against Abdul, or is Abdul just trying to get DRS? I'm not sure, but Spandan and Abdul are very suspicious there. Smith had
Meanwhile,
a moment.
Sid Venkatesh around the outside. Oh, bit of contact between the two drivers, Thakurva and Sid Venkatesh. Sid Thakurva having to correct his car, but now Sid Venkatesh makes the move on the
Abdul
Ferrari
up into
driver.
P6. And Mohammad Gunnar could be getting Spandan as well. Let's see if Spandan gets DRS. Yes, he does. So yeah, Thakur and Sid in a very, very close battle. But yeah, Mohammad Gunnar
Mohammed.
on Spandan down the inside at the Cedar de Lago, and he has a moment and they both make contact, but thankfully they don't end up facing the wrong way or with parts of their car broken. So Mohammad Gunnar making an aggressive yet, well, he is up into P7. I won't call it fair or not fair because that's not for me to decide. I couldn't see the full view there. But GRL Mosquito back in the race. He had a solid sprint and now he's back in the race here. Shrikant is really pushing the limits of those soft tires. And I just want to mention, if we have a look at the sky, it is getting a bit overcast. So are we going to see
That
something
the
similar to what we see?
is that the reason why he's just going on and wants to go on a set of intermediate? But I just hope he doesn't get a puncture because that might just make him lose a heap load of time, and the only driver on 14 lap also.
Making a move around the outside at turn 1 on Mohammad Guna. He breaks supremely late. Mohammad Guna with the better drive through the first two turns. And is he going to get DRS? Who's going to get DRS? I think it's going to be Mohammad Gunnar, but that was really late braking by Spandan, and that was a committed and brave and a bold move. And further back, GRL Mosquito not able to make too many inroads, but he certainly would be enjoying these two battling ahead of him. And Abdul Samad up ahead has just pulled away by about a second and a half. But what's happening to Shrikant Das? He has had a spin. Does he have a puncture, or did he just spin on his own? I don't think he has a puncture, but Shrikant Das after
and has a spin, and
half spin there. Yeah.
Those tires are just calling him on him to come back.
And he spins once again. Painful for Shrikant Das, and I hope he doesn't drive in the wrong way for too long. Please don't drive in the wrong way for too long. But let's see, Abdul right behind Thakurva, and Thakurva I think has lost his end plate for some reason. They're side by side through whatever this section is called, and Abdul with DRS I think is going to make a move, and Spandan as well. This is real close racing, and Thakurva had to pit the cut exit there. Cut the pit exit there, sorry.
Yeah, but it was some intense battling that had to happen there. And Thakur was somehow avoiding those cars and also managing to get into the pits. So that is good news for all the drivers. As there's a slow-moving Alfa Romeo of Shrikant Das who's had moments after moments and now is in the back of the field, and he's just and he will come out being lapped.
Oh, if he comes out, spins again, almost crashes into the wall there. Shrikant is en route to get lapped. He was one position behind Abhishek, and now he's gonna get lapped by Abhishek. The difference a few laps can make, and yes, he has now been lapped by the race leader, Captain Sandhu. So I think it's 6 laps or so, and absolute misfortune for Shrikant Das there. I think he got a bit too frustrated under the helmet there after his initial spin, or maybe his tire temperatures did not let him do much after that. Oxidized on Pradeep. The sky is getting really gloomy right now, and I think we could be seeing a few pitter-patter drops of rain anytime now. Oxidize is going to make a move. I don't think he is, although this is the closest battle on track right now. That's Pradeep not with the best of exits through the semi-S's onto the Cine de Lago. Let's see. No, it's not Cine de Lago, so apologies. On the Reto Bosta. And let's see. No, nothing happening between the two of them. Smith on Mohammad Gunnar. Smith, after his spin, not able to do too much as well. His teammate, though, Abdul Samad, props to him. P4.
Yeah, from not doing a qualifying session and starting the sprint at P20 to P8, and now up in P4 on those hard tires, and nobody around him has box, and I saw
few drops of rain, yeah.
Yep, even I did some rain. Yeah, I do see rain. I do see rain at turn 1. And yes,
Yeah,
I
so
can
it's gonna
see
be a
that.
matter of what's happened to Pradeep. What's happened to Pradeep? He's had a moment. He has spun at Junsao, exit of the final corner rather. And so let's see who decides to bite the bullet and pit first. I'm interested to see what these two decide to do. Shrikant, why did he go on to hards? He could have gone on to a set of softs because well, the rain is coming down. And let's see, Abhishek is making up some inroads on Captain Sandhu's lead, and Captain Sandhu struggling. He's losing a lot of time to Abhishek, and you can visibly see if you go on board with Abhishek how much he gains. Well, right, I see that he has a bit of a moment there, but I see a few stray yellow flags. I think we are still maybe a lap away from proper intermediate conditions, but I think it's going to be a
But if
case
I
of do
was
whatever he
Abhishek,
doesn't do.
if
And
I were
Mohammad Gura
Abhishek,
retires.
or
Mohammad Gura
that's a
has
safety
retired. I
car,
think that's going to bring out the safety car. It does.
and
So,
that neutralizes all strategies altogether. So all these drivers are now definitely going to
and
box and come out on a set of intermediates.
so
Captain
Abhishek,
Sandhu is
yeah,
in the pits, so is Captain Sandhu.
Sid Venkatesh retired as well. He had a crash out of the Albon corner. Abdul Samad up into P3. Incredible. Incredible. What happened to Sid Venkatesh there? I'm not sure. Did he make
And
contact with somebody?
but
Did he just spin?
Abdul Samad thankfully still holding his position on P3 right now. He just went a bit too far wide, but came back to the track. Now can go on a set of intermediate tires and still maintain his position. All the
And
drivers should be boxing, I
Spandan
believe.
cut the pit entry, I think. Yeah, Spandan had a bit of a moment there. Cutting the
Oh,
pit entry, almost going into the back of the McLaren there of Oxidize. Take it a bit calm, guys. Please, you don't want to lose your front wing. You're right here. Everybody pitting, and there's a massive gap between Abdul and Abhishek, and up ahead Sandhu and Abhishek have caught up to the safety car. So let's see. I think yeah, everyone's gonna maintain their
but
position.
URL Pradeep
Uh,
continues. I have no clue why he did that.
I think it's maybe because his teammate Mosquito was in the pits, but I don't think it would have mattered. He's gonna lose a lot more time staying out than he would have coming in. But so Shrikant, having been lapped, he is now well, he is still P3 technically.
And
on track because
SSN
he
is on a
behind.
set of medium tires.
Oh no! Did the
He
king and look at
uh,
him squirming his way out of the pit exit,
he
out of the pit
forgot
lane
to
there,
change his
and oh, that
tires
has really
and
thrown a
the
spanner in
strategy.
the works.
Yep,
Yeah.
and he might just find himself at the back of the grid. But meanwhile, Shrikant Das, I'm interested now. Oh, Shrikant Das, you
Oh,
could have probably gone a lap longer on those hard tires and unlapped yourself. Now he's just going to be lapped for the rest of the race as well. He is behind Abhishek, I think, but
so
if he
technically still P3.
yeah, he is but a lap down. But
Yeah.
in in
On board
this
with SSN
case,
who has had a spin. I was just gonna mention that we should be on board with SSN to see how how difficult it is for a set of dry tires on the wets. But let's see, Pradeep is gonna box. So why did he stay out the extra lap? I don't understand. Yeah, what he decided to do there.
but he has a
SSN
fairly big gap
Ahmed with a
behind.
penalty. What happened there? I think SSN had another moment, but yeah, SSN, I have no doubt about it. He is gonna box and go on to a set of intermediates right away. No point staying out whatsoever. And I think it's very painful for Shrikant, who is stuck. Even if
If
he has the pace today, he is stuck. And see, I don't think necessarily. Alright, Pradeep has exited the pits. He's still P8. So that massive gap created by SSN really helped him out. SSN, speaking of whom, he stayed out. SSN.
Is he in the race?
Bug.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I
but
hope.
it doesn't look like. But he's not. He won't be.
Yeah, he
He's
is
struggling.
driving.
He is struggling. I can see him clearly struggling there. But and if he catches to the pack, the safety car won't also be there for another lap. So I don't know if he's driving on AI, but the AI would have also gone for a set of intermediates. AI is this smart in the game.
So
if not otherwise.
what is the SSN trying to achieve by doing this? Because he is not gaining any time on those ahead of him. He is losing time to everyone, and he is. Well, I think the safety car might come and lap him at this rate. Because, well.
But this is his time to box. And
look, the pits now, he's gonna come out just. He's not gonna get lapped. That's what I'm gonna say. So SSN really needs to box right now if he wants to have any chance of staying in the points in the race, and he decides to
continue. Is this that glimpse of rain and it's going by? But I can see droplets of rain clearly.
The time he loses is not enough to make up for the time he would eventually gain on the mediums, and he's already lost so many positions.
Yeah, and it is still raining, so the track is not going to get dry anytime soon. Is it his AI? Is he in the session? I am just very good.
Look at him. This is not how an AI would drive. This is how he drives. He does as in a human would drive, because you can see some errors in the steering, and I think if it was AI, the AI would have pitted. But
I think his game might have just given up on him something. I don't know. I have no other explanation for this.
Yeah, I think let's just go on with Abhishek, who is right behind his championship rival, Captain Sandhu. Speaking of whom, I think it is hope for a boring race to the end here. And Brazil has been home to many a championship finale. Are we gonna see a championship deciding moment over here? Under the rainy skies of Interlagos, Captain Sandhu has decided to bolt. Abhishek is caught a bit by surprise, and there is the Alfa Romeo Shrikant between all of them, and Abdul in P3 under attack by Mosquito. In P3 under attack by Mosquito. Mosquito breaking late, going onto the grass there to make the overtake. And well, Oxidize and Mosquito make contact there. Oxidize, I hope they don't have any damage, and Abdul sweeping in the middle. Oxidize having a half spin there. And well, that is some real chaos. There's a Red Bull who's crashed that wins this play, who is out of the race at the race restart here. But Oxidize having a heart and mouth moment there. There is some real chaos here, and Oxidize taps the rear end of the Alfa Tauri Smith there, and he is out of the race as well. But Mosquito and Spandan going side by side up through Ferradura, and Abdul still holding P3. Somehow Shrikant has taken he's unlapped himself, and Captain Sandhu and Abhishek are now behind him. So there's some chaos going on, real chaos at the restart here. And Smith right on Mosquito through the Albon corner. Smith getting the better exit here through Merulio. Let's see what he can do. Rasam getting a 5-second penalty out of 3-second penalty. I'm not sure what it was. I didn't catch it in time. But Smith, let's see, through Junsao, he needs a good exit, and he's gonna hope for Mosquito to get a bad exit, but Mosquito gets a decent exit there. But Pradeep right on his tail here through the boxes, and but yeah, Pradeep not really close enough to make a move on this occasion. Or is he? We've seen some really late breaking. Raman on Ace, but let's see, Pradeep is not going to be able to make the move there on Smith. Is Raman going to make the move? Yes, he is down the inside of Ace. He makes an attempt, but Ace breaks late and halts Raman's charge into turn 1 there. SSN on those mediums, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to achieve with that. Thakurwa down in P10, so I'm not sure what's happened to him in all of this, but well, it's not been very good for him. Yeah, Oxford has left the session, so I think he's had enough. Smith is chasing down Mosquito, so he's in a Williams sandwich here. Smith and Mosquito having a moment through Ferradura into this next corner. Let's see if Smith decides to make a bold move here. I don't think he is. He's just gonna wait. He's gonna play it smart. I think he's gonna just go for a proper move. Spandan on Abdul as well, but up ahead, Abhishek's right behind Captain Sandhu, who I think has been somewhat impeded by, well, I don't want to say too much here, but maybe Shrikant's freshly unlapped car has given him a bit of a headache there. Let's see, Smith on Mosquito. Smith getting a decent exit through Junsao. He's going to have to use battery, and he's going to have to place his car perfectly, but he loses a lot of time approaching turn 1, and Pradeep is also not going to be able to do too much. Abhishek's further up ahead through the Senna S is really close to Captain Sandhu. All the drivers are very tentative and struggling, but yeah, nobody's able to make a move right now. All but one driver at the moment are going to score points as per the IRL system. It is lap 24. We still have about 13 laps to go. So, well, anything could happen, and well, it is Formula 1. Anything tends to happen. So, yeah, Raman on ace, approaching the Cide de Lago, and down the Reto Costa. Raman's going to make a move down the inside. It's a bit of a late move there, and Ace trying to defend it. And let's see, through approaching Ferradura, no Ace going, but Ace goes way off track there. He might have to see the position there for sportsmanship, but Thakurva right behind both of them. This is the battle for P8, and Raman getting a good run there. Thakurva is just a spectator in all of this. Ace has lost almost 6 seconds to Pradeep there in all of this battling, and obviously there's no DRS when the rains are when it is raining. But let's see, Ace going a bit deep into Albon corner, Raman going even deeper, and Thakurva getting the better exit there compared to the both of them. Up ahead, Abhishek is falling a bit further back from Sandhu, and I think they're just settling into a rhythm here. But Raman getting the better exit out. Jun Sao, let's see through the boxes. He needs a good exit. He needs to stay in the slipstream, and yeah, you need to lift a bit there. I think you can't really go too well to the middle. What's happened to the Red Bull there of Rassam, who's at a moment, but Raman makes the move around the outside at turn 1 on Ace. Ace defending it yet again, but Raman has the superior grip, and through the Senna SS, he makes the move on Ace. At long last, after losing 7 seconds to Pradeep, he does get ahead of Ace, but he has very squirrely down the Reto Costa. Let's see if Ace can get him back. Rassam has retired. I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he retired in the pits there. Thakurva almost running into the back of Ace there. Yeah, Smith on Mosquito still stuck in the Williams sandwich there. Thakurva getting a much better exit through the Cine de Lago, and trying to make the move around the outside at Ferradura. Is he going to be able to make the move stick? I don't think he is. Raman going very wide there. So these three are wow, this is the most intense battle I've seen in a while. Smith getting close to Mosquito, but not able to make any moves there. Thakurva, if you just go on with Thakurva, he is really getting an absolute show ahead of him.
Yeah, Ace is clearly struggling ahead of him. He's lost that ground too. Raman up ahead as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Spandan and Abdul, and Abhishek is keeping Captain Sandhu very honest. Spandan is keeping Abdul extremely honest there. He got so close, he was almost sniffing chance there, and oh, Spandan having a bit of a moment there. I think he's lost a bit of time, but yeah, through the Reto Costa onto Cide de Lago, and yeah, Abdul staying honest there in P3. Spandan with this penalty is not going to be able to do much. Even when he gets ahead, he has to build a gap. Abdul is keeping up with the leaders.
Thakurva almost trying to make a move on Ace this time. Can he get the drive?
Look, I just want to mention that the rain has disappeared, so we are going to see another strategic gamble here. SSN's gamble, it did not pay off. He's about to get lapped by Captain Sandhu. So the rain has disappeared, but well, SSN's gamble was really too big of a gamble. Let's see, Abhishek through Jun Sao. Abhishek not getting the best of exit there squirrely, and well, Shrikant gets past SSN. Wow. And SSN boxes. Why is he boxing now? The rain has disappeared. So what's he going to do here?
Green flag. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.5 seconds. On track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace. was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Up to speed now, let's get some heat into those tyres.
And we just had a moment there. My well, co-commentator here, Easy Level Bot, his game crashed, and obviously that is not ideal in any way, shape, or form. But in this transition phase, I was myself not able to get a good look at the race, what was going on. But the rain has disappeared and sunny skies are coming back. This is very reminiscent of Brazil 2008. Only the ending for that race was a wet race, and ending for this session is going to be a dry one. So Captain Sandhu and Abhishek's gambled to stay out on the intermediate tires a lap longer than they should have really, and well, now it is an Alpha Tauri 1-2. This is the final stage of the race. I believe we have Easy Level Bot still with us. Are you there?
I am trying to get back into the session. Let's see if the game is kind enough to let me back in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a moment and share the. Oh, you have done that. So I'm just gonna tag everyone. Yeah, I just like to tag everyone. But yeah, let's just have a moment. And are we both audible on the stream? Can you just check that?
Yeah, let me just do that quickly.
So, Shrikant has stayed out for a bit now. I'm a bit out of touch as to what's happened, but what I do know is that I just happened to witness Abdul Smith and GRL Mosquito make the early stop there for the dry tires, while Captain Sandhu, Abhishek and Spandan, and I think even Thakur stayed out the extra lap. Pradeep made up a few places, a bit of time, but I don't think he's made up too many places in this on this occasion, and he is still down in P8. As of now, every single driver is going to score points, and let's see, Shrikant finally decides to box. He is now back in the race, so well, get your predictions ready everyone, because this race is not over yet. We still have another 7 laps to go with Abdul Samad leading the way at the restart. Let's see how well he does. Smith for the back. I think it would be just very sensible for the two Alpha Tauris to swap positions at the restart, because obviously Smith with his fresher tires would have the best chance at a race win right now. Abdul, I'm not sure. He has been showing good pace, but well, Captain Sandhu and Abhishek are going to have to get past GRL Mosquito here. The Williams driver really showing some decent pace tonight. Alright, so before I forget to ask, were you able to rejoin? Are you there, Gaurav? Oh, he's left the party. Alright, so well, I'm not sure what's been going on here, but I believe we're gonna have the safety car in this lap. I hope I'm audible. Let me just have a quick check at the... Alright, I'm audible. Perfect. Thank you to Anton. But let's be on board with Smith. His teammate up ahead of him, the other Alpha Tauri, is going to be leading the way at the restart. This is going to be a very crucial and key restart for everyone involved. And Smith is going to want to get the best of restarts here as well. And behind his Alpha Tauri teammate, Abdul has decided to bolt quite early there, and he is Oh no, he's slowing down a bit. And what's going on here between all these drivers? Smith has been overtaken by Gerald Mosquito into turn 1. They're side by side. Smith, is he going to get the better grip? I think he is. But further back, Captain Sandhu, is he going to get the... well, Abhishek makes the move past Captain Sandhu through covered assault onto the Retroposta. And Captain Sandhu is going to... Is he going to be able to get back past Abhishek? I don't think he is. They almost make contact there. And well, through Cedar Delago. Oh, that is too close. And up ahead, this is wow, intense battling between all the top drivers. And well, Smith, I think, has just settled into a bit of a rhythm here. We have a yellow flag for I think that is, who is that? Is that Ace? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna just switch right now because Abhishek is gonna make the move down the inside at the Albon corner. Is he? Yes, he is. I hope he doesn't do what Hamilton did to Albon. Well, the car ahead is also a Williams, and Albon drives the Williams right now. So, but yeah, Abhishek maintains. Did he picked up a penalty, Abhishek? Well, he needs to make a move right now, Abhishek, or he's not gonna get anything out of this race. So concrete gains, but yeah, up ahead, Smith and Abdul in a race of their own. Gerald Mosquito right behind him, but Abhishek's, well, let's see the penalty he has. He has a, oh my sincere apologies, the telemetry was on. Oh my, I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. But yeah, Abhishek's, Abhishek's still behind Mosquito. Sandhu is a bit... He's stuck in no man's land here. What's happened to Spandan? He lost a place to Thakurva. But yeah, alright. So Abhishek is past Mosquito there and he is now free. He is going to set after the two Alpha Tauri drivers. But with his 3-second penalty, I don't exactly know what he's going to be able to do. We have only two drivers on the medium, that is Abdul Samad and Gerald Mosquito, so I hope I should remember that. I'm just going to stick with the penalty situation for now because this is quite interesting. Abhishek's on Smith. Smith is on the soft tires, but he's not getting the best of runs like how Abhishek is getting. And let's see, Abdul Samad not giving the Smith too much of a help here. But what's happening further back to Captain Sandhu, who has had a moment. Has he spun or something? I think he has. Abhishek's up into P2. Somebody's in the pit lane. And Smith and Abhishek side by side into turn 1. And I think Abhishek has got the move done. Or has he? Smith has some real grip there through the NISs. But Abhishek moves up into the... Well, P2 is not the lead, and even if he gets into the lead, he's going to have to pull away by 3 seconds from Abdul Samad, who is still our race leader. And we have 17 viewers. I'm not going to be able to really look at the comments right now, but let's see. Spandan, well, what's happened to... I think Thakurva had to do his drive-through. Yeah, he just finished his drive-through. And Captain Sandhu, I think he had a moment or a spin, I'm not sure. Whatever it is, he is now down in P8 while his championship rival is up in P2. This is crucial points being decided before Abhishek and for Captain Sandhu. So Abhishek is not out of the... well, he's not in the clear yet as well. Alright, I'm being told to look at the comments. Yes, you can beat me. And Abdul Samad getting a bit out of shape there through Jun Sao. Abhishek is going to get a very good run at him into turn 1. And well, this is championship defining moments here. Is Abhishek going to make the move into turn 1? I think he likely would be. So is he going to send one down the inside at... the first turn? Yes, he is, and Abdul not really having anything to defend with here as well. Captain Sandhu with the fastest lap. Abhishek is getting a bit out of shape. Abdul himself getting a bit out of shape there. Smith a bit further back, and Mosquito also holding position. Captain Sandhu slowly making some inroads on Raman, who himself has a penalty. But up ahead, Abdul still holding up reasonably well to Abhishek, not doing too much in terms of eating into his gap up ahead. But yeah, Abhishek, I think he has sealed the deal for now. Alright, a lot of comments right now, so I'm just gonna have a moment to look at them. Well, nothing much is going on. Abdul is still within Abhishek's DRS range. No, he just misses. Well, he just steps out of it. Abhishek really needs to pull away now. This is his moment. He needs to make moves, make amends for his penalty, and for the back, Captain Sandhu himself needs to make amends for whatever happened to him. I didn't really catch it, but yeah, Abdul does not have DRS. Smith has DRS, and I think Smith is going to be itching to get past Abdul right now because, well, obviously he's the faster car on the faster tire. So let's see through the curve. Let's see, and Abdul finally moves out of the way, but I think it's a few laps too late for Smith there. I was gonna say that they should have worked in tandem at the restart to maybe have Smith go ahead and Abdul back up the field, but yeah, that's not happened. Spandan is still chasing down GRL Mosquito. I don't think much is gonna happen out of it on this occasion right now. As they approach Albon, is Spandan gonna do anything here? No, he is not. Abdul still within DRS range of Smith, and Smith falling back. Look at how Abhishek is just flying away out in front, and I think he is gonna be deploying battery. He needs to. This is the penultimate lap, and as Abhishek is gonna cross the line, it is gonna be the final lap of what has been an entertaining, enthralling, exciting Brazilian Grand Prix. And Abhishek is, well, he's unsafe by about 1.2 seconds. Can he pull away by that much in the final lap? Let's see. Smith does not have DRS. Abdul still in P3. And at this rate, only Smith would, I think, get ahead of Abhishek. Or would he? No, I think Abdul would also. It is still an AlphaTauri 1-2. At the moment, they both need to push the absolute. They need to drive the wheels of that Faenza-based car to keep the, well, Maranello-based car from stealing their possible 1-2. Further back, Spandan on Mosquito. I think there was a move being made through Ferratura, which I didn't really catch, but yeah, nothing happening at the moment. They're still holding position. Abhishek's really pulling away up front. His rival Sandhu is not able to do much, and Mosquito going very deep through Albon, and yeah, Spandan is up into P4, but with his penalties, I don't think he's gonna be able to do much. Abhishek, he crashed! Oh, it's an AlphaTauri 1-2. Abhishek has bottled it on the final lap, final corner, and he's gonna finish behind Captain Sandhu after all. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2. Abdul Samad wins his, I think this is his debut win. Smith Shah finishes P2, GRL Mosquito P3, Captain Sandhu in P4. He does secure some points right at the end against his championship rival Shrikant Das. After being lapped, finishes P6, about 800 behind Raman, and Abhishek, who led for most of this final lap, finishes down in P7. Spandan in P8. Thakurva with his late drive through finishes P9. But oh my word, that was incredible. Abhishek threw it all away right at the end, and well, he has lost a lot of points, which he would have certainly gained on Captain Sandhu. I was just as I switched to Smith there, I was just looking, but look at Abdul Samad doing the griddy on the podium. Wow. And well, I am gonna sit for the podium celebration here, and wow, this is this has been the most chaotic finish to a race I think I've seen in a long time. GRL Mosquito's late mistake at Albon, the AlphaTauri boys securing the 1-2 after Abhishek, well, pretty much choked it on the final corner there. But wow, I'm gonna go through every result at right at the end. But Abdul Samad wins the race. It's an AlphaTauri 1-2 with Smith finishing in P2. This is, I think, the most dramatic finish we've had to an IRL race in quite a while. GRL Mosquito, despite his late mistake, finishes P3. Captain Sandhu, and after whatever happened to him, still gets P4. Raman is P5. Shrikant is P6. Abhishek is P7, our long-time race leader. And well, he led most of the final part of the race. Spandan in P8, Thakurva P9, Ace is P10, Pradeep is P11. And our non-finishers are SSN, Rasam, Oxidize, Vintage Player, Sid Venkatesh, Mohammed Gunnar, Kabir, Crazy Mouse Monster. And let me just go through this really fast. Alright, and I don't think we need to go through this, but wow, I need to take a breather. I need to drink some water and I need to compose myself, for I believe I am gonna be interviewing a first time race winner in the form of Abdul Samad. And